What's up guys, it's Bomboy here and welcome to my 7th Hardcore Iron Man update video. In this video, it's a bit of an epic, it is quite long, but I really do hope you enjoyed it. This is 3 weeks of seriously no life grinding Slayer. There is a huge amount of progress, and if you stick around to the end, I think you'll see that it is pretty epic progress as well. So I really do hope you enjoy, and take it easy. So here we go, this is the first Dark Totem I've ever made on this account. And you just get a quick idea of the bank value at this point as well. So you can see there about 4.7 mil cash, total value of about 94.4 mil, barring what I'm wearing obviously, but that is quite negligible really. It was probably only about 300k. But there we go, so that is the second black mask on the account, and I checked the kill count. I'll probably just show it up. It was 228, so I've already had 2 in 228 of a 512 drop. Next we're on to bursting. This is the first time I was trying it. I was very, very pleasantly surprised, even considering everyone's kind of feedback. You know, it is the meta, so obviously it's something to do. But it was very, very, very good. The Mage XP, HP XP, Slayer XP, all unreal. I was, for a couple of days, skipping just to hit Dust Devils and Necryles, basically. Between kind of 85 and 87 Slayer. So yeah, well no, between 84 and 86 actually. I slowed down by that point, but they were cool. And then we're back to our hard clue scrolls. I've left a glory in there, so I've had to make 10 more at this point, but there we go. Some Armadillo bracers. They're not going to come in fantastically useful, but if I ever die, I can go to the Godwalls dungeon and in the wildy and kill the creatures in there for some ecumenical keys. That would be nice. Another hard clue. So I've taken out all the ones that didn't have uniques in them basically. So this one is huge. This is an RNG gate for most hard clue scrolls basically. A lot of people have trouble getting this. One of the guys in my clan chat at the moment is talking about 198 dry. So he's having a rough time of getting one of those. It's fantastic to knock it out of the way on the 19th there, nice and early. Next hard clue scroll, we've got the Nunchucky. They have stats, you know. They've actually got stats. I thought they would be like flowers, but no. They've got a few stats, and they look weird as hell if you check them out. Oh, no, I can't wield them. The two-handed item, obviously. But there we go. Look at those. They're weird. They don't even move. And here we are. We popped back to barrows for about 5 runs, and actually got the Aram's robes. Got fantastically useful. We've got the top and the bottom now sorted. Still no Carol's pieces. That's you know, that's going to take a while. We'll be back there soon, hopefully. So here, my buddy Tim, that you've seen in the last couple of videos, he was calling out for some help. He was just doing some Slayer on Callisto, and this guy rushed him, so he asked me to come along. Luckily, I was ready to gear up just about quickly enough. But you can see I haven't been PKing in quite a while. So, yeah. Forgot my bolts, didn't I? Look at that. It takes me a couple of goes to realise. Then we're back on the mage. This guy thinks he's going to get me. Look at that. I wasn't too worried about a clan coming on, because looking at him, he's just, you know, if he was in a clan, they'd be here already. And if he's not, his gear, I think, would be more impressive. But it's not, so we'll take him down. And he nearly duked me there. Like, oh, Jesus. Look at this. And then I'm going to go for like a couple of misclicks here. Look, misclick. Oh, got it. There we go. And we get the KO. Not my loot, sadly. But Tim did share with me. Apparently I saved his life. He was completely out of food at that point. So here we are, another hard clue scroll. We've got a Zami page 2 and a Zamorak Kite Shield. The Zami page 2 is actually a dupe, so we don't need to worry about that. Kite Shield is unique, so that's great. So these are herbs that I've been gathering from Slayer and from Aberrant Spectres in general, basically. And I kind of realised I had enough to finally get me that 69 herb lore. It also got me to the point, obviously, where I can make super defense potions, which is fantastic. So I can do the slightly more tanky Slayer now, rather than having to use prayer potions and things like that. So very, very pleased to get that out of the way. And here we are, this hard clue scroll. I was feeling lucky, basically, so I decided to risk it. I picked my time, I really did. I wouldn't have done this in the afternoon, let's say. It would not have been a thing to do. I was quite worried here. Luckily, it was on the inside of this fence, so there was, maybe a second. I hope people couldn't range over that, but I was hoping it would give me a second if anybody turned up. However, I am in combat there. There we go. Take him down. Watching it back, this doesn't seem, at all impressive, but when I was doing it, my heart was pounding like you couldn't imagine, And as you can see, I take some risk because I'd rather lose it than die, if you see what I mean. So I might as well take it, because if I die, I might not come back to the account. We never know. I don't know how that's going to go down. So we got out of there. This is cool. We got the clue. And we got another step right near Sire. And so we get another Armador page. Obviously, I've completed the book. That was the first book I completed. Very, very easy. So this is a duplicate. But it doesn't matter. There's still some value. Here we go. So we're back in the wildy again. I was having a bit of a risky day. I was in the mood for it. So again, this is quite close to the teleport, so I thought I might as well just go for it. And hopefully escape if anybody turned up. Again, picking my time very carefully. And there we go, so we got him down. I'm going to have to speed these clips up because I've got a lot to show. This is supposed to be like a big grand opening. Not a grand opening, big surprise, basically to show you the immense progress made in 3 weeks. At least I think it's immense. But there we go. So that clue yielded a Bandos Chaps, which is fantastically useful. It's my first bit of blessed D-eyed armour. It could have been better, but I'm not complaining at all. And they look alright, actually. I was quite pleased with that. Here we've got a mutated Zygomite task, which actually I think are fantastic nowadays. They're really short tasks. You get assigned, maybe 21 to 29, that kind of territory. They're quite quick to kill, and the loot off them is actually fairly good. They drop all sorts of things that you need for the recent kind of Fossil Island updates, along with a lot of Mortmire fungus. You can see there that there are some unnoted, but you do also get 5 noted sometimes. They also drop good herbs, even Torstals noted and things like that, so that's great. So overall, not a bad task, I thought. And the Fossil Island Wyverns, if you kill the lowest level ones, they're pretty good loot for the amount of effort that you have to put in. So I quite like those. Fossil Island's been quite nice. Here we've got me just boosting. Basically, I had some wild pies from the Ranger Boot hunt. So you can see there, first pair of Dragon Boots. I was so chuffed to finally get these. I thought I was going to wait till 83 Slayer, but I was just I think, walking around one evening or something, and it suddenly hit me that I think I've got wild pies in the bank. Because if you don't know, they take 85 cooking to make, and I was at 70. I wasn't really going to be bothering about that. It was quicker to get to 83 Slayer. But obviously I realised that I had some from the eclectic impling hunting, and they came in handy. We got our first set of Dragon Boots, so I was very pleased, very pleased. So next up here, I was contemplating whether to show you guys this or not, but basically I'm doing some Wildy Slayer. I am trying my hand at trying to get a rune pouch, and I'm not going to be a cop-out. This is hardcore mode, I'm going to play it to the spirit of hardcore mode. So to get emblems, I will either PK, which that ain't happening, because, I'll get rushed, or I'm going to do Wildy Slayer. So I popped out here. You can see I got a Slayer's Enchantment. I also got a looting bag, which I hadn't previously had as well. So that was quite nice. And yeah, so this was a strange adventure, and I had kind of done it again listening to a friend. I talk about a friend a lot, but he really is my Bible. He's been through it all before, and he's taught up some pretty good methods, I have to admit. But yeah, so we got the first Slayer Enchantment, which I'm never going to use. But we also got the looting bag whilst we were out here. Again, very unlikely that I'll be using that except for doing Wildy Slayer. And then just coming up very soon, I don't know where I'm going. Oh yeah, so I'd worked out that actually up here, they're all low levels, and nobody on the ground is going to see you. So this is much quicker to get the task done and relatively safe. However, probably not now that, if lots of people see this, they'll be like, oh, maybe I should go camp up there for some hardcores. But it did get the task done fairly quickly, and we did end up getting an emblem fairly soon. But yeah, it's just, this was not very productive, I thought. I mean, I think it was Alcon or somebody like that. He just did, he paid for his rune pouch, basically. I don't want to do that. This is not the way I'm going to play the game. I'll take the risk. This is what this account is about. If I don't take the risk, what's the point? But what ended up stopping me is I did spend, there it is, there's the mysterious emblem, the first one. I spent about 1,000 points and I got one mysterious emblem, maybe even 1,500 points, and I got one mysterious emblem out of all the tasks that I did. Obviously at this point I'm 85 Slayer, I'm trying to get my first whip, and I've just basically finished the task and I was begging for it, just like, this was the second task I had of Abyssal Demons already. So I stayed for about 10 more kills and ended up getting it, as you can see. It's fantastic news, it really was. And then I'll just check the kill count here so you can see it might have even been 3 tasks. There we go. 874 Abyssal Demons to get the first whip. Not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. Again, people have talked about 2,000 kills without one, so I'm quite pleased. So this is one of the first, look at that. Look at that. Look how good that looks. This is the first unique I've had of any superiors so far. And honestly, a Mist Battle Staff is one of the most useful things I could have thought of. At the moment, it's possibly more useful than an Imbued Heart, really. For the skilling purposes, I'm about to do a lot of stuff with Lunas, which require lots of waters and earth runes and that kind of thing. So this staff, fantastic. Look at it. It looks amazing as well. I love it. I love it. So I checked the kill count on that one, and that was the 74th spiritual creature I'd actually got. So that's fairly lucky, actually, I would say. Those drops aren't that common. So here we are. This is finally the first Trident task. I was already past 88 Slayer doing this. And obviously, so these guys, they have a 1 in 200 chance of dropping an uncharged Trident, and a 1 in 1,200 chance of dropping a Tentacle. As you can see there, on my 22nd kill, I got a Kraken Tentacle. This didn't bode well, obviously, as you can imagine. I'm just showing you there. 22 kills, Kraken Tentacle. Fantastic, got that out of the way. And so here we've got the second Kraken Tentacle coming in. This is still really early on in the task. You can see in the top left corner, I've got 155 left still. I wish I could say that I got a Trident. I didn't. So here is the Trident. 3 days later. 3 days after those Kraken Tentacles. It took me that long. I went from just after 88 Slayer all the way past 90. It was a long grind, but we finally got it. That was my second Kraken task ever. And then obviously after that I moved on to the boss. Nothing eventful happened there. The game is unlocked now. We're going to go do our skilling. We're going to get prepared, hopefully get Herblore up. Then we're talking about Barrows again. We're going to try and get everything sorted that you can imagine. Alright, so I guess it's time to show you guys the progress. Maybe I'll start with the stats, shall I? So the same deal with quest points. I'm about 207. There's been very little change with that. I haven't done any diaries in the last 3 weeks. It has been purely Slayer. After a while, you can tell obviously the beginning of the video starts off as lots of hard clue scrolls. That was in between all the tasks. I stopped doing hard clue scrolls. I just needed to pump through Slayer. That was the one goal that needed to be done. So as you can see here, we've got 89 Slayer, 351k till 90, so that's about 30% of the way to 90 from 89. That was the main thing that we got from that, obviously. But our strength, I mean, until we got the whip, I was 250k off 97 strength when I got that whip. So, obviously I had to finish the level. Since then, the Slayer has got me from 80 attack to 88. That's not been bad at all. We've got 95 hit points, very lovely. I've left 70 defense where it's at. I don't really care about that. And range has come up a couple of levels, really insignificant. But mage, this is one of the most significant things. This has put me at rank, I think, 88th in magic. The temptation to go for 99 just to be in the top 20, hardcore Ironmans for mages is huge, but it's really tedious buying the runes, so I'm quite glad that I didn't. So yeah, I know this has been a long video, but I really want to give you the full update. So as you saw in the very beginning of the video, if you can remember, the bank was showing up just about 95 mil. If we look now, in those Slayer levels between 70 and 89, our bank value has swollen by nearly 60 mil. So you know, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So anybody ever asks how to make money, it is Slayer. Slayer. Even before level 70 it makes money. After level 70 it starts making pretty damn good money, and after level 80 it makes ridiculous money, really, for what you're doing. It's just, a lot of it is AFK. So, as you can see, 10 mil cash, that's just from alching stuff and picking up GP, if I even bothered to do that on task. So, I've even spent about 6-7 mil on death wounds alone, I believe. So, you know, you can imagine that was like 17 mil, but it is 10 mil, that's what it is. The rune stacks are as such. The Trident has about 1,000 casts in it, but that's really insignificant. You can see 15,000 of those left. I ended up having to buy like 40,000 chaos runes, along with about 20,000 death wounds. Haven't had to buy any blood wounds because the blood veiled tasks on the mutated blood veils are incredible. And you end up with like between 600 and 1,000 a task normally. And then nature runes, law runes, obviously they just keep stacking up. You can't use them fast enough. As for our crafting tab, I won't bore you with that. The herb tab, we're looking at 12 mil. I'm obviously going to use these all up and make some good potions. It might take us close to 73. I've got my fingers crossed, but if it doesn't, there's lots of seeds to plant, as you can imagine. So that's 75 snapdragon seeds, only 18 ranars, sadly. So a lot less common. And then all the rest is kind of the junk. I'll just keep it for XP. This is obviously where we've got all our key things. So we've got our Kraken Tentacle, our Trident, the Spare Tentacle, we've got the Mist Battle Staff, 10 Granite Mauls, they added up quite quickly. We finally got Dragon Plate Legs. That took quite some time. I got them off of Wyverns, and, you know, I'm at about 500 Wyvern kills, and, you know, probably about 500 Steel and Irons as well. And then we've got our Whip as well, that's all nice. So yeah, it's made massive progress. We are about there. Also, just another quick thing, you can see the Dark Totems. So at the beginning of the video, again, I showed you the very first one I've made. After 89 Slayer, this is how many I've ended up with. 33 of these Dark Totems. I am planning to do a stream where I just camp it. I'm going to get them all done, you know, obviously hard clues allowing, and see if I can get the Scottizo pet. I would really like a pet. That would be really, really nice. So yeah, watch out for that stream if you're interested in seeing a proper Scottizo grind. I haven't used a single one. I haven't killed him on this account yet. So that will be fun. Alright guys, so here we've got all the alkaballs that I mean, I could fit in the inventory. There's some more, but they're only worth like 400k total, maybe a bit more. As you can see, it's beastly. I've been alking throughout Slayer. And these are what I somehow managed to get back to the bank. So let's have a look, shall we? I'm like, honestly a bit apprehensive about this. You might be able to tell. The runes, I mean, I haven't paid for them either. So, like, let's add them into the value there. 1.5 mil. Okay, no, that's not bad. Right, so let's take them back out. I know this is going to be a long video, guys, but, you know, I feel like this is big enough progress that it's worth putting in. So, oh my god, okay. Right, this is the first time I'm seeing this totaled up, guys. This is, oh, damn. It just keeps going, oh my god, okay, alright. Nearly 15 mil. 15 mil there. Well, Jesus, can you believe it? Look at that, 17.5 mil nearly in alks. I've got to do, oh, I've got a lot of agility to be doing. So yeah, this is all from Slayer, and I can't believe it, honestly, I really can't. So, what, we're looking at, so what, 10 mil plus 7 mil, 17 mil plus this, so we're at 33 mil. In those, like, between 70 to 89 Slayer, 33 million, just bog standard loot, not including the whips and all the uniques and things like that. That is incredible. Anyway, I know this has been a very long video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy this progress. It's pretty shocking, even for me, and I've been doing it. So yeah, anyway, have a good day, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm going to be getting on with all this alking and skilling, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good one. Peace.